Welcome to the show. My first guest is Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you're 16 years old. You have 2 children.
Yes.
And you got a third on the way.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, my mom, it seems like that my pregnancies, all 3, have caused a lot of problems between me and my mom. And, I mean, it's got her
You're
angry.
16 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, at 16, aren't you a little too young to be, 1, having any kids, and 2, at 16, being pregnant with your third one already?
Yeah, it's like that. But there's a lot of things that lead up to me doing, like having my kids and doing the things that I do and acting the way that I act. It might sound crazy to you, but when I was 10 years old, I didn't have my mom in my life as much as other kids had their parents in their lives. When I was like a couple years back, my mom was on drugs really bad, and I never got to see her. She was never home like 4 or 5 days out the week, and I had to take care of my younger brothers and sisters while my dad was at work. I used to have to cook for them, made sure they had clean clothes, made sure they got up in the morning, went to school, come home and did their homework. I was like their parent. I was like the only person that they knew and only person that they had in their life to help them with anything because my mom wasn't there.
So now she's in your life?
Yeah, she's clean, and she wants to come back and try to be a parent. But she doesn't understand that even though she's the parent and she has authority, I feel like I have some authority too because I've been there for my brother and sister when she wasn't.
And so why are you here today?
I'm here because she wants to put me out, me and my kids, on my birthday, on my 17th birthday, which is November the 10th. She wants to put me out. And I feel that that's not right. At the same time, it's not fair.
So she gave you an ultimatum, 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
10
Yes.
days, basically from today, you got to be out of the house with your 2 babies.
Yes.
And the one that you're going to have.
Yes.
And why did she make this ultimatum on you?
Because me and my mom, we have a lot of problems. We have we have physical problems. Like we fight, we argue, and like there's too much conflict in the home for me and her to be able to stay together because she has a lot of issues.
Well, maybe part of it is that she's seeing her 16-year-old daughter having all these babies.
But she got to understand at the same time she was the one that did this to me. She's the one that made me how I am.
If you lost, as you said, when you were younger and you had to take care of your dad and your siblings because your mom was not there, why at this young age would you want to lose your childhood to taking care of babies, your babies?
I lost my childhood at 10, and nobody understands that. I was forced to grow up. I had to be the
But
parent.
how long has your mom been back in the picture?
Even though after she was clean, because she's been clean for about 6 years now, even after she's been clean, she was still not around as much as she should.
But what's the connection with your mom not being there and then you wanting to have all these kids at such a young age?
Because we have so much conflict, and when my mom doesn't listen to me, problems, I have to turn to other things. I have to turn to somebody that will listen to me.
And who's that?
That's my baby's dad, my boyfriend of 3 years.
Okay, listen, the one thing, you know, at 16, I got to imagine every teenager has conflicts with their parents, and they don't run out and start having kids. I mean, when I was 16, I'm sure that I fought with my father a lot. But I didn't want to go out and start having babies.
But it's not like the conflict that I have with my mom. Nobody understands because nobody's there. Nobody sees what goes on, and nobody understand that except for me.
Listen, I believe you. I believe you, but why then do you turn around and bring kids all these kids in the world when you're only 16? I can't imagine that you're ready, that you're responsible enough to be a mother at this age, and you're going to high school.
I don't see how not.
You don't see what?
I don't see how not.
How not what?
How you said that, how I'm not ready, how I'm not responsible.
I'm not saying you're not responsible. I don't see how you could take on the responsibility at such a young age.
I had foster brothers and sisters my whole entire life. I grew up around kids.
All I want to know, what is the reason? What is the reason to having these kids at such a young age? I'm taking it you don't have your own place, you don't have a job, right?
I had to quit my job because my mom came up and was always embarrassing me, acting like a fool and a child at my job, a professional place of work.
You know what your job is at 16? Is to go to school.
I go to school, I do what I'm supposed to. I'm a grade ahead in school. I will be graduating when I'm 17. I'm only supposed to be in 11th grade.
Very good.
I'm smart.
But why
I have a
wouldn't-
lot of intelligence.
Why wouldn't you want to do that then?
I do all that as well.
No, what I'm saying is, why wouldn't you just want to go to school? You said you're an
Because I
excellent
have
student.
to face the things when I come home.
You don't have what?
I have to face the things I have to deal with every day when I come home.
What is so horrible at home that's pushing you to have all
The
these
way
kids?
my mother treats me. She doesn't treat me how a mother should treat a child.
How is she treating you?
When you're, like, say your child comes home to you and asks you for a question on advice, are you going to scream at her and then smack her in her face and then send her away with a smart comment? She's always calling me a whore. She's always calling me a hoe. I'm not those things. She's always telling me I'm dumb and I'm stupid. I'm never going to amount to anything.
Okay, so your mom doesn't treat you really good. I get that. But what I don't get is then you turning around and having all these kids.
Things happen because I turned to somebody else for comfort. I turned to somebody else who would listen to me.
But if you're a pretty smart girl and you say things happen, and you said you're a smart girl, you're a good student, you're a year ahead, aren't you smart enough to take some prevention so these things don't happen? And who is the father, the same father to
All
father
three.
of all three children? And how old is he?
He's 18.
He's 18. And what does he do for a living?
Right now, he's not doing anything. But he was doing construction, and he was doing, like, construction and demolition.
Okay, 18-year-old kid, I mean, 18 you're an adult, but 18 you're still just a kid. You're 18 years old. Now, your mom has told our producers that your boyfriend is a drug dealer.
Not necessarily, because you have to have money. You have to have money to do
What is-
something.
wait,
He's
now what
done
is-
it in the past. Okay, that's what
So
he's probably
he has-
referring to.
he
He's
has
done it
sold
in
drugs in the past.
In the past, but that was before.
Has he
like,
gotten in trouble for selling drugs in the past?
No.
I was told that he was in a boot camp.
He was in a boot camp for a gun. He had got caught with the possession of a gun.
Okay, Dee Dee, that's better that he got arrested for a gun than being arrested for drugs. See, that's the level of maturity that I was talking about earlier. I mean, that's what all the things that you're telling me. You're making a case against 60-year-olds having kids. You're making the.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. Farah and Farah.
Case for me.
But everybody's different. I'm a good student. I'm a hard worker. I have
get good
talent in
grades?
other things.
So you get good grades in school?
Yes.
Well, how come you haven't been in school for 2 months?
It hasn't been 2 months.
How long has it been?
So you need to tell my mom that she's full of BS with that one.
Well,
It
when
hasn't
she
been
comes
2
out, I'll
months.
give you the chance
It's
to tell
only
her
been
that.
2 weeks. I'll tell her that. I tell her it every day.
How come you haven't been in school 2
Because
weeks?
she wants to sign me out of school because she thinks that I'm not going to go.
I feel bad for you. I really do feel bad for you. I think you feel. I'm looking at you, and I think inside you feel like you're trapped now. I think you feel trapped. And somebody has to put a stop to you keep bringing babies in the world. And if it's
There
not
is
you,
a stop. I mean,
who's
you
gonna
act
bring-
like that it's like...
When are you going to have the next one?
That's the thing, I'm not. You're sitting here trying to judge me. You're sitting here acting like you know me. You
I'm not,
don't
listen,
know me.
I'm not judging you.
You don't. Yes, you are. You're saying, oh, well, when is the next one going to be here? You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. You don't know.
Did you know?
Yes, I know.
Did you plan every one of these pregnancies?
Not every one of them, no.
Okay. Did you plan any of them?
Yes.
Why?
Because I did. Why is it
Because
any
it's
of
not
your
an answer.
business?
You're saying,
It's
I don't know.
It's
Well,
not
then
none of your
inform
business.
me.
You don't know why.
You're on the show and you're here to tell a story, so it is my business.
No, what's your business is what's going on between me and my mom. Not my reasons for doing what I do.
See the way you're acting right now, the reasons you're giving me, that's why you shouldn't be a mother.
Because some things, they're just not none of your business.
Listen.
Like the personal things, like
You know
my
what? If somebody had
personal
my
things-
attitude, like your mom or your father or whoever else is in your life, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. Maybe if somebody said, what are you doing? What are you doing with this boy? How come you're not at home? How come you're not in school?
That is a good parent's job. And when you're not being a parent.
But you're saying you know all this. You said that you were a parent when
That's
you were 10
because I had
years
to
old.
learn them on my own. I had to learn them on my own, and I'm just now learning all these things because she wasn't there to teach me.
Okay.
She wasn't there to let me know.
This show isn't about your mom. As much as, she's kicking you out in 10 days, whatever, that's not the point of this story. The point of this is a 16-year-old girl having 3 babies. That's the deal here. I would tell you, and I would tell every other 16-year-old girl, every girl in this world, 16 years old, you shouldn't be having kids. You're not the first girl on the stage that I've told that to. When you're under 18, you should not be having kids. You're a child. You are a child.
Age-wise.
Age-wise. 3 babies we're talking about here. 3 babies. And a mother that doesn't work, that can't support them, and a
What do you mean a
father.
mother that doesn't work, that can't support them?
You can't.
What if I went and got a job? What if I'm in
What
the
if?
process of getting
There's
a
no
what if
what
I'm
if.
in
You
the
know what?
process of
When you
getting
become a
job?
parent,
You don't know anything
You know
but
what?
what you're
There
what
are
you're
no
told.
what ifs. There are no what ifs when it comes to children. There isn't. Who's raising
I
your
put
children
that
now?
on hold. I'm raising my
You're
children.
raising them.
Yes.
All by yourself.
I raise my children.
With
Yes.
what money?
My money, the money I do work for my dad to earn.
What work do you do for your dad?
My dad lays carpet and tiling. I clean out the work trucks after they come back and earn $20 for each truck that they do it. And they have 3 trucks and 2 vans.
So you're telling me that you're making enough that you can have a place to raise your children, to feed them, to get them everything they need.
That's for right now. That's the essentials of while I'm living at home.
What are you going to do in 10 days when your mom kicks you out?
I was supposed to be at a job interview is what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me ask you a question. After you had your first baby and you were 15 years old, right? Must have been hard to be 15 years old, going to school, cleaning a truck, making a few bucks here and there, trying to support your baby, right? At 15, having a baby and doing all that. Had to be tough, right?
No. If you were doing it for so long, no.
You're not being honest with me right now.
I am being
no,
honest
you're
with
not
you.
being honest with me.
I am being honest with
So
you.
you're going to
I'm
sit here
being
and
so
say,
serious.
being 15 years old, going to school, clean out trucks, that was easy.
Clean out trucks on the weekends, yes. It was easy because it's weekends. I don't go out to movies. I don't
somebody's
do
gotta
things
back me
like
up here.
that.
You can't
Come
pay
up
me to
and say-
believe that it ain't been hard. You at 15, okay? Using your past, your mom being whatever drugs she did, so what? So what? Don't let her mistakes make who you are. You talking about, it's because of my mama. I had these 3 kids. Your mama didn't lay down and had them kids. You did.
And I never said that
With
she
the life that you
did.
grew up with, you got 3 other kids finna come in the same messed up life you had. How is that fair to them? You ain't even old enough to know nothing about life. You talking about you 15. When you was 15, you had your first child. It wasn't hard. I'm 29. I got a 10-year-old, and it's horrible for me. So you can't pay me to believe at 15 with knowing absolutely nothing about kids and life that it wasn't hard for you. Because I know I'm 29 and I'm still struggling. So for you to be 15, you need to start sitting up here while you're on stage. Start telling the truth about life and about yourself.
How are you going to
Once you realize who you are,
You
you'll
don't
be
know
all right.
me.
Shouldn't you know
You
what?
on stage, I don't need to know you. You putting your business on the street, I don't need to know you.
I didn't want to
You
do
got
this.
your
I
business
didn't want to do
on the
this.
stage.
I didn't want to. You
Thank
think I chose to do
You know
this?
what?
You think I gave the option
Hold on,
to
hold
do
on,
it?
hold on. You know, I'm just going to guess. The problem that most people have is when you say at 15 that it wasn't tough for you.
Because nobody
Well,
knows what I had to go through. Nobody knows what I've
You know
done
what?
my whole life.
Everybody in this audience is 18 and above. Okay.
Okay, but do any of them
I
know
know.
what I've gone through in my
No.
life? No, you don't. don't know what happened leading up to everything. You don't know.
You know what,
to try to
Dee
sit
Dee,
here and tell
you know
me
what?
that
We
it's
don't
not
need to
right.
know.
Then why are you going to sit there and judge something?
I am going to judge. I'm going to judge
you don't know what
children
happened. You don't know what happened
children.
before.
Yes.
You don't know what happened before.
I can understand, because it happens all the time. I can understand a young woman making a mistake as a child and having a baby, because it's an epidemic in this country and it happens all the time. I can understand making a mistake, but I can't understand then you go and having another baby with nobody that can help support it. That's what I have a problem with.
Because nobody gave nobody a chance.
And I don't need to know. I don't need to know what's going on with your mom. You know, when you're a child, you shouldn't be bringing children in the world. You shouldn't be doing it. Who in this situation, either him or you, are going to put a stop to it and say, man, neither one of us has a job, neither one of us is ready. When are we going to stop having kids?
I don't want to judge you, but I want you to take the time to look at your life. You have an opportunity now. You have 3 children, well, 2 and 1 on the way. Take the time to stop and look at your life and use some birth control. Use some birth. Not judging you for what happened in the past. I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about from now on. You don't need any more children, dear. It's too hard.
People need to be more like her.
It's too hard. It's too hard. Look at me. You have an opportunity now. You can still make it with 3 children. It's going to be hard, but you can do it. I had went through some similar things with you, with help raising my brothers and sisters. I was always everybody's mother. I understand how you feel. It's hard, but still, stop. Okay? Whatever was going on with your mother, that has nothing to do with you and your children and the life that you're going to make for them. Take a deep breath. Just look around at what your children are going through, how they're living. You can still have a life.
I understand that. And
Stop.
That's what
Stop, dear, okay? Don't have any more. You don't need any more.
And I plan that, but everybody just looks at me and thinks that that's
because
all I'm
after
ever
2,
gonna do.
1, okay, then 2,
Everybody
but then the third one is...
think that's ever going to happen.
What were you
It's
thinking
not.
after the second one? What were you thinking? 3 kids is a lot of baggage. That's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on somebody as young as you.
People act like I don't know that, though.
But then you shouldn't. The third time, it seems like you didn't understand it. But I'm asking you. I'm a mother. 3, that's it. You need to just let it go.
I plan on doing that. People need to be more like that woman right there. Regardless of how people want to, look at me and how you want to view me or whatever. That right there, see, that touched me. Regardless if you want to believe it or not, that touched me. That hurt, that hits me here.
Dee Dee, nobody's here to beat you up. Nobody. Not me, not any of these people. But what we don't like seeing is, obviously, like I said before, I think you feel you're trapped now at 16 being a child and now having to raise 3 kids. And we want to see the best for you. Nobody wants to see something bad for you. The point of you coming, of us having you on the show, is to try to get your mom not to throw you out of the house in 10 days. Because you are her daughter. You need a place to live. You do, and your 3 children need a safe place. I gotta say, you were wrong for having all these kids at such a young age, and she's wrong. She's wrong that you had to go through the things that you had to go through. She's wrong for throwing you out of the house, for giving you... She's wrong for giving her 16-year-old daughter an ultimatum. 10 days, you're pregnant. You're pregnant with the baby, and her saying you're going to be thrown out of the house.
She doesn't care. She doesn't think like that.
Well, that's wrong. So I'm saying, yeah, you made some mistakes, but she's making a mistake now, too. And if she's going to throw you out of the house, that's wrong, and I'm going to try to change her mind.